Trump is hoping that tomorrow is another big Trump primary day as he rolls closer and closer, 1,237 delegates. But with the news breaking that Senator Ted Cruz and Governor Kasich plotted a backroom deal to take down Trump, many voters are feeling that their votes won't count if there is a contested GOP convention. And Donald Trump is tapping right into that frustration.
How do you vote for a guy who has lost by 4 or 5 million votes, who is hundreds and hundreds of delegates down, who has lost, let's say I'll have 40 states, 32 states, 35, and they'll have like 13, 14, and now we're going to pick the guy? So we're going to pick a guy that over a year got creamed, right? Got creamed. And we're going to let him, because, so you explain how that's done. You would have a revolt.
Former 2016 GOP presidential candidate and Donald Trump supporter Dr. Ben Carson goes on the record. Good evening, sir.
Hi, Greta.
And I take it by Donald Trump saying that you have a revolt, he wasn't meaning that people would take to the streets and burn down all the cities in the country. I think he was saying that there would be, I'm guessing that he meant something like that the Republican Party and many people would be very unhappy. Maybe some might not turn out to vote, and some might raise hell. But,
yeah.
I don't know. You define revolt.
I think it would shatter the Republican Party. And again, people need to stop for a moment and recognize that the reason that this is such an unusual election, the year of the outsider, is because people are tired of all the crap that has been going on for all these years and all the manipulations of the people. This country is supposed to be centered around the people. This is just another manifestation, this new alliance with Cruz and Kasich of the status quo. And this is not what people want. And even Charles Koch today comes out and says, well, maybe Hillary would be better. Are you kidding me? You know, they're getting very desperate. But this is a time when the people will have to stand firm and really make their will known, because if they don't do it this time, they may not have a chance.
You know, I sort of think that this time around is that what Donald Trump has done is that he has put a spotlight on how the sausage is made, that each state has a different set of rules, and people are learning for the first time what different states do. And I think some people just don't like the process. Those are the rules, but they just don't like what they're learning about how this is done. Do you agree or disagree with that?
Well, that's exactly correct. And, I was talking to someone at the RNC gathering last week in Hollywood, Florida, and talking about all these different manipulations in the different states. And it rapidly dawned on me that this person doesn't even realize that that's wrong, and that it doesn't look right, and that it doesn't feel right, and that it doesn't reflect the will of the people. They're so deep into it that they can't even objectively look at it.
So but the problem is those are the rules. This is the way the Republican Party, for whatever reason, has set it up, state by state by state. Each state party has had a chance to create these rules. These are the rules.
Yeah, well, that's stupid. We can see now that it doesn't work and that it doesn't reflect the will of the people. This is a perfect time for the leadership in the Republican Party to say, you know what? We need to look at how we change this to reflect the will of the people. If somebody has to be fair. I don't think it's going to be the Democrats. So, the Republican Party has a tremendous opportunity here if they will seize upon it and stop acting like typical politicians.
Dr. Carson, nice to see you. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Greta.